Hey Philip, how you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, good. Thanks for meeting with me today. Today I wanted to go through your self-evaluation with you
Okay.
and talk about your professional development and how we can help you with your professional development and how Bon Secours can help you grow as a physician.
Cool.
So I was looking over your self-evaluation here. Did you have any questions or concerns about your self-evaluation?
No, the questions seem to be pretty straightforward, and
Mhm.
it gave me a chance to talk about how much I, enjoy working here at Bon Secours and enjoy the mission-based work that we do, and so I was kind of glad to be able to fill that out.
Great, great. And did you have any questions about your role here as a physician or with Bon Secours or anything like that?
Well, I really enjoy my role here as a physician, but I always, kind of wondered, what are the opportunities for me beyond what I'm doing now? Is any leadership roles or anything that we have available?
Right, and that's one of the great purposes of these meetings is we can talk about those roles. And yeah, I know that you kind of marked on here that everything was going great, but do you have any upcoming goals that you'd like to try to achieve over the next year as a physician or anything
Well,
like that?
definitely to meet my CMEs and stay on track with my maintenance of certifications. That's my immediate goals. But I think long term, I would like to get involved some with some leadership opportunities if there are any available.
Right, and that's great because one of the things that with Bon Secours is we want to try to encourage you to go outside that physician role too and try to get into more of a leadership opportunity so you can help the practice grow and help get involved more with how the practice is run.
Okay. I was curious though why we were doing the evaluation if everything seems to be going okay. What does that serve, and how often are we going to be doing these?
Well, typically right now we want to do them once a year, at least once a year. It might
Okay.
continue to grow after that and maybe go every 6 months. But one of the goals of this is to try to stimulate more physicians to try to take on more of a leadership role.
Okay.
And number two, what it does is it helps the physician learn to evaluate themselves to kind of see how they're doing professionally and how they can further grow to help meet their goals for the upcoming year.
Okay.
So in other words, it helps to try to see where you need to improve on. It helps you to see your strengths and weaknesses as a physician.
Okay. Great.
The other thing that it can do too when you self-evaluate yourself is it can help to meet markers. Within the medical group there are certain markers that we use to help us make more money as a medical group. So we can start going through certain things that you can do through Connect Care to help try to meet those goals so we can get more money as a medical group.
Okay.
One of the ways that we do that is we do certain training, like we'll do Connect Care training. And there's also other courses in leadership that we can see if we can get you involved with that can help you try to grow as a leader and try to look beyond what you're doing just as a physician.
Okay. Cool.
Great, so we can get you set up with those and get you started doing the leadership courses and then go from there.
Great. Well, thanks for meeting with me
Great,
today.
thanks, I appreciate it.
Good. How you doing?
Great, thanks for meeting with me.
Sure.
Today what we wanted to do is go through your self-evaluation and
Okay.
talk about your professional goals and how we can help you improve and develop professionally and as a physician.
Okay.
One of the things that we do when we look at the self-evaluation is look at how you're performing within the medical group and as a physician.
Okay.
And did you have any areas in the self-evaluation that you had concerns about?
No, I feel like I'm keeping up with all my CME. I was really pleased to learn about the mission with Bon Secours, and it was nice to see that we do take that into consideration with our performance, and that we're keeping in line with those values. And I feel like all that's going really well. So it was kind of a fun thing to fill out.
Great, great, and obviously you're doing a great job overall. One of the things that I've noticed that's been coming up in our meetings are the meaningful use criteria. One of the things that we use to get more money as a medical group is meeting our meaningful use criteria.
Okay.
And one of the criteria on the meaningful use, it has several criteria, reconciling your medications, doing your problem list, et cetera, et cetera. And the other one that's important is printing out the after visit summary.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how to print an after visit summary? Do you even know what it is?
I've done it a few times. I think there's a button at the top of the screen that you push sometimes.
Right.
Okay.
Right, and what that does, it's several purposes for the after visit summary. It helps the patient know when their follow-up appointment is, it gives them an updated medication list and so forth.
Okay.
But also, by printing an after visit summary, it allows us to meet those meaningful use criteria.
Okay.
And over the next few years, that's going to mean more money for the medical group if we do those after visit summaries.
Okay.
So one of the things that you can do, there's a couple different options, is you can print that after visit summary after every visit, or I know some physicians will have the nurse print it out.
Oh, that would be nice.
But either way, if we can get you to print the after visit summary after every visit,
Mm-hmm.
that will meet your meaningful use criteria, so you won't get dinged for not meeting meaningful use.
Uh-huh.
But it also will mean more money for the medical group, which will help us grow as a business.
Is that funny little thing at the bottom of my encounters now that have those little green dots with the check marks in them? I was
Right.
always wondering why that one in the middle didn't have the check mark in it.
Right.
Okay.
So when you click that button, it'll list all your meaningful use criteria that you need to meet for each
Okay.
visit. So that one that's not marked is because you haven't been printing out the after visit summary.
So if I don't get all those dots done, I haven't met the criteria, and the medical group loses on money because of that.
Right, that's
Okay.
exactly right. So that allows you to be able to track to make sure you're meeting all your meaningful use criteria.
Okay.
And so when you print that after visit summary, you'll be meeting all those criteria, and then it'll help the patient, and it'll also help us grow as a business.
That's an easy fix.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right.
Thanks for pointing it out.
Thank you, and thanks for meeting with me.
Okay. Take care.
Thanks.